Well, Paul,
Hello, Pete.
did finish 0-0 tonight, but who cares? Because Champions League football is back. It's St James's Park.
It is, matey. Well, everybody's really emotional tonight, aren't they?
Oh.
I mean, the game, it didn't matter. We don't need to talk about the game. The fact we got a point, we got what we needed, and then it just, the whole night's a blur. Like, I mean, the game was shit, Pete, let's be honest. We knocked on the door so many times. We couldn't score, but you know what, it doesn't matter. You know, we hit the bar, we hit the post, whatever, you know, but you have to say a big up to Nick Pope at the end, because he had nothing to do that full game, and then in injury time to pull a save off like that, which sends us into the Champions League. Just mental.
It certainly is, isn't it? I mean, after over 20 years, we've got it back. The scenes at the end, incredible as well.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
The scenes at the end that were incredible as well.
Absolutely unbelievable. Look, those players, everyone. We were rocked before kick-off with an injury to Joe Linton. Even though he was a doubt before the game, and then, you know, Elliot Anderson steps in, plays really well.
I thought he did well today.
You know, but to be without Willock and Joe Linton, two midfield linchpins throughout the season, it was always going to be difficult. But Leicester sat back. I mean, they wanted to catch us on the break, and they did a couple of times with nothing serious. But it was all about getting that point at the end of the game, and we've done it. And you can see down outside Shearer's is mental. There's smoke bombs. There's people jumping on each other's shoulders. It's just, you haven't seen these scenes at St James's Park for, I mean, obviously the takeover, but now this is something else, different level.
It certainly is, isn't it? I mean, I just can't wait. Roll on the next season. I mean, can we end this last game in style away to Stamford Bridge?
I don't give a shit.
Well,
I really don't. I don't give a shit. Look, at the end of the day, I think you'll play a few of the fringe players. You know, Matt Targett will come in, Mankiel maybe he'll mix it up a little bit. There's no need to play his full strength team at Chelsea. It's a dead rubber. You know, yes, we'd like to finish the season with a win, but the way Chelsea are playing, why can't our fringe players do the job? You know, so at the end of the day, it'd be nice to get 3 points at Stamford Bridge, finish the season with a win. But look, Champions League, we can't do anything else, matey. Get it!
Yes! Alright, no finish 0-0 today, but who cares, because you know what's back at St James's Park after 20 years. Champions League is back!
I cannot believe it, man. I mean, yes, it was probably inevitable would get at least a point from these last two games to get there. But man, it just does not feel real. 20 years, man. I've not been able to see Champions League football. Like I mentioned on Charlie's video just after the takeover when we played Spurs, I was only 8 when Mike Ashley took over the club. So until they came in, I hadn't been able to garden when we had like ambition until this takeover. And first full season for these owners and for Eddie Howe, we've got Champions League. I mean, I wasn't even like, I knew we'd get at least top 10, potentially Europe. I didn't expect this.
I mean, it's just incredible, man, isn't it? The emotions going through. I mean, the scenes at the end, incredible as well.
Absolutely. You wouldn't think it was a 0-0 draw against Leicester, but you know what? It's over 38 games, and the lads have deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned, credit to Eddie, the side, the players have got where we want to. We've got one beat for 20 years. And not to mention, someone will be looking down when we're all pleased and all that. You know who I'm on about.
He will be so happy, man, to see this happen.
Absolutely, War Bobby. Hope you're looking down on us and seeing what's happened. But, it's just incredible, man, isn't it? I mean, last game of the season, wait to Chelsea, can we end that off in style?
Absolutely. In previous years, you just said a definite loss, but we've improved, and they've been terrible this season to the point where they're finishing below Brentford and Fulham, the other clubs in West London in the Premier League. Yep. We can definitely beat there, but you never know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a dead rubber 0-0 draw, but who cares, man?
That's the main thing. Top 4 is secured. So it doesn't matter what happens in the last game because we're here. So there you are. We've done it. It did finish 0-0, but who cares, because Champions League football after 20 years is back at St James's Park.
The champions!
Get it!
Champions League. Come on.
Sharky shows emotion.
Unbelievable, honestly. Do you know what it is, right? These lads deserve it. Eddie Howe, the owners, this club has been transformed. And the fact we've got Champions League this quick it's a testament to Eddie and the way he has, conducted himself, the way he has, set the team up to play counter-attacking football, which we love, which we had under Bobby Robson, Kevin Keegan. Oh, it's great to see the lads have bought into what Eddie's trying to do. And, the owners as well. Everyone at this club is united. I've never seen the fans like this in ages. And you know what? We could do anything. We really can. And it didn't matter about the game. The game was a dead rubber. It was just one of them games. But who cares? We did what we had to do. We needed a point. We got it. If we'd taken some more chances, could have won 2 or 3. Leicester were really poor. They look aside on the way down, unfortunately for them. But as said, it was a rock in St James's Park, as it was always going to be. And, for the efforts, these lads deserve it. It's not being done by a fluke. We've got the wins and, we've scored the goals. The goal difference is like the table doesn't lie. And this is one more game to go against Chelsea.
That's it, isn't it? I mean, the scenes at the end, just incredible as well.
I stayed in the stadium. I was with the 2 guys I sit with, and we've just been talking about the season, talking about how well we've performed, like how the lads have just pushed to the final hurdle, and it's just the lads deserve the big round of applause. As I mentioned, the owners deserve it. Eddie Howe, his coaching staff. You see all the photos of full time when we're winning. And it just goes to show how united this club is, and I say United so many times because it is Newcastle United, and they've shown that this season. And I believe that this side can go further. We could do well in the Champions League with the right investment. We could do well, in the Premier League next season. This, for me, I don't think will be a one-off. I think we'll be here, for all a while.
Absolutely. But we're going to Italy!
Tell me, mommy, ma. Tell me, mommy, ma. We won't be home for tea. We're going to Italy.
Tell me, mommy, ma.
Come on.
Oh, but final game, Chelsea can end it off in style.
We'll beat them 6-0. I mean, Chelsea mid-table. Who cares about them?
Oh, well, there you are.